laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the funpiecepodcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fun Piece podcast. My name is Matt.
My name is Mike.
Hell yeah. We nailed it. We nailed that one.
Where in the world are Matt and Mike in One Piece?
We're at the part of One Piece where they just ignore what's happening in the really heavy and detailed and specific storyline, and then just immediately just say, you know what? This is happening. What would happen if none of that was happening, and all the Straw Hats were just together having a fun time fishing?
Well, the last episode we learned about Rafiki the Golden Lion, who escaped from Impel Down, and then this episode is like, you want to know what happened a week ago, which is fucking crazy, is Luffy killed that guy. We're learning to say, we weren't even in prison. Luffy was just on an adventure at sea. That was just a fever dream. That's the real dream. This is what's really happening.
Yeah. Wait, did you say, is this a week ago? Is that what this is?
So these episodes that we're covering 426 to 429, which I don't think we mentioned last week.
The Little East Blue Saga.
Yeah.
Or
so
arc,
this
whatever.
is, there's like a narrator at the beginning who's like, we'll talk about some other bullshit first. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's like the narrator guy is like, what's funny is that just a while ago, before coming to Impel Down, before they got separated and stuff, the Straw Hats faced off against Shiki the Golden Lion.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Because these episodes are like little temptation treats for people to go watch Strong World, which is the name, right?
That is the name. It's not Big World,
Strong
like you
World.
keep saying.
It's not Big World. Big World makes so much more fucking sense because everything's big.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It makes so much more sense. And big things are strong.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Elephant?
Not all big things are strong.
Giraffe?
Not all strong things are
Hippopotamus?
big. Hippopotamus flopping that shit around.
I think it's a
squares
and rectangles thing. Like everything that's big is strong, but not everything that is strong is big.
I don't think that's true, though. There are big things that aren't strong. Glass houses.
Stronger than me. I couldn't beat a glass house in a wrestling match.
All you need is one rock. It's over. Or a really beautiful singing voice.
One Dwayne Johnson. Done.
One beautiful singing voice. You'll take out that glass house, no problem.
I could.
These episodes are a special presentation related to the movie.
Yep. I don't think they say what the movie is, though.
They never say the name of the movie. They just say a special presentation related to the movie.
What's fun? So Strong World is the first One Piece thing I saw.
Interesting.
But I was like blitzed out of my gourd hole and had no idea. Like I vividly remember Frankie leather jacket, and he turns some bugs into motorcycles.
Spoilers, goodness. Spoilers.
That's what I remember. And then I think Chopper is. I didn't perceive Chopper. I don't remember what Luffy does. I assume he punches somebody.
Wow.
I didn't fucking remember. We see Shiki. I didn't remember what Shiki looked like.
I don't know anything because I haven't seen anything because I'm the true One Piece virgin. Anyway, hey everybody, this is a One Piece podcast. Mike and I are watching the One Piece anime for the first time, and
I got to second base before we started.
Mike got to second base before he even turned lights on. He just started feeling around and said, "Ooh, this feels like something I'm interested in."
Matt, what is second base?
Isn't it?
Isn't it different for everybody?
Isn't it vigorous caressing of the other person's body?
In baseball, it's touching or kissing above the waist, such as the breasts, the nipples, or the chest.
Oh.
According to this Google AI overview.
Why
which
you
is
keep
helpful.
using AI?
I can't. It's the first thing that shows up.
Wow.
I can't turn it off. I tried.
You tried. Folks, you can't turn off the AI. They're taking over. We're never going to be able to turn it back off now. Soon we will be
Unless
in the Terminator world.
we go punch the servers to death.
You just turn the switch off.
Punch them.
Do you think eventually AI is going to just evolve to the point where it's just too powerful, but then it's too powerful for like our electrical grid to keep it sustained, and then our electrical grid fails because it's too powerful, and that's what sends us into the dark ages? Is not the AI
Probably
taking over as like a semi-organic being, but just like it just used up too much electricity and now we can't sustain it anymore, so our whole shit's broken?
I'm sure there's like a huge like relation between like carbon emissions and the use of AI increasing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's whatever. I think they're trying to use AI with dating apps now too. I was listening to like I do like the daily drive thing on Spotify sometimes, and they were like, Bumble's going to use AI to help you find your perfect match. And it's like, that's bullshit. And then a bunch of the people on it were also like, dating apps don't want you to find a partner because then you stop subscribing.
Yeah.
So they want to keep you single and miserable.
So maybe they'll
conspiracy.
make fake profiles with AI for you to interact with, but it never leads to a date. Like the AI is always like, "Oh shit, sorry, I went to the wrong address."
I keep getting ghosted by the AI.
Yeah, the AI.
Is that what like, Ghost in the Shell's about?
Maybe, but then like the AI profile like keeps sending generated nudes. So it's like,
yeah,
oh,
you're
yeah,
like,
I'm interested.
Damn, she's cute. She does have a lot of fingers, but you know. Why is there a leg coming out of her spine? Like, what's going on?
I'm really interested in extra rows of teeth. Can you help me out with that? Thank you.
Why does it look like her eyes are smearing across her face?
It was just bad lighting at the club. Sorry, that was my bad.
It's bad, yeah.
It's just bad, terribly bad lighting. Yeah. Extra fingers. I was born with it, and that's something that's unique about me.
You know what extra fingers are good for?
Extra buttholes.
I was going to say playing the piano. But it's true. You can fill a lot more buttholes if you have enough fingers.
Exactly.
That's what they don't tell you in school.
That's
the kind of shit they don't teach you. But here on the Fun Piece podcast, we got you covered. We're going to teach you the real facts. Do you know how to do your taxes, Matt?
Nope.
You
No,
don't.
I do.
You
I
run.
I do.
You run. You run from the IRS. You don't do any of them.
Yep. And when they come for you, you say, "That was AI generated. I didn't buy that. AI bought that."
It was the AI. I have no autonomy.
Do you think there'll someday be slang for AI where people just be like, "Hey"?
I don't know. I know a lot of people try to
over.
call it generative like stuff because it's not really artificial intelligence. Really, I don't think
It's not.
It's like machine learning and it's generative. Like all the art is generative art because it's just taking from other art.
Yeah.
Like I saw some stuff that was like literally just the same picture but worse because like somebody put in an AI thing and it was just like the prompt was so similar to the original art that it was just the original art but fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like cool. Like good job, guys.
Yeah, it's just like a it's just plagiarism. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because it can't create anything genuinely new. It has to pull from sources in a way that a human, like, not that we aren't inspired by things, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I think it's harder to tell with stuff like text, but it is just like pulling and like compositing from a bunch of different sources.
Yeah. I think it's
Bullshit.
I think using it for text, not for like schoolwork. You kids out there, you should write your own essays and things. But, this is admission of using AI at work. I gotta write grant proposals at work, and I don't want to write a 500-word thing for this grant proposal. But if I just ask the AI to write it and I give it the information it needs, and then it just makes a bunch of sentences, and now that's 2 hours of my day that I can devote to other things that are more important to my job other than asking someone to give us money, then I will use it for that.
I think that, it's like a larger issue of like it's just not controlled right now, and it like when it's like literally like taking opportunities away from people, like where somebody might get hired to make a shitty romance novel book cover. Now somebody is just paying $0 to have a shitty robot do that. But like if you can use it as a tool to help people like cure diseases, like if you can do shit like that, like fine, but like just use it for good things. I'm honestly like, when it comes to just stupid memes, fine.
Hell yeah.
Like it's harmless. That doesn't bother me as much as like when I see people trying to sell their art, but it's just plagiarized.
It's just shitty.
And I think it comes down to the plagiarism part that irks me a lot.
Yeah. That is fair.
It also just looks like shit. But yeah, you shouldn't use AI to write your fucking school paper.
Yeah. But I can use it to write a grant proposal because that's not even in my job description. That is something extra that is become my responsibility.
You have other shit that you should be doing, yeah. But like, again,
anyway, hopefully no one from my work's listening.
Great tool if used effectively, but it's really just trusting people to use it effectively. Yeah.
Or if someone from my work is listening.
I don't know, man. It's just gonna eventually. It's just gonna be a tool that people use to make porn and sell us things. That's what it's gonna turn into. That's what it's gonna be.
That's how technology advances.
Anyway, none of this was actually. We've just been using AI to make episodes of the podcast.
It's true. All 80-something episodes of the podcast so far, or even 90. I think we've had a few filler episodes. We're up there. We got a lot of episodes of this podcast.
That's why we mentioned Buggy and Foxy so much, is because there's only so many words it can pull from.
Yeah, so it just keeps spamming Buggy and Foxy. Yep.
Oh, man. All right. Episode 426. Special ad presentation for The Movie.
The Movie.
Honk,
honk, honk, honk. By the end of these section of episodes, it will have been 4 episodes since we last saw Buggy the Clown. So sad.
Holy shit. Rest in peace.
We're already building it back up. We're never going to see him again.
All right, everybody, open your favorite app to watch One Piece, and on the count of 3, start play, and we're going to talk about the new intro.
Oh, yeah, 1, here we go. Let's go.
2, 3, play. All right, Luffy, he's sleeping. He's got like a schoolboy outfit on. There's a wind. It takes his hat. He's freaking out. It says One Piece.
Same song, new images.
Same song, new images. I'm not listening to the audio. Everyone's just hanging out. Luffy is trying to spend a lot of time on Luffy. Catches his Sanji is stop. There's a robot llama.
I have notes on this.
Robot alpaca actually is fucking badass.
Yeah, there's a bunch of animals helping cook, and
they're playing
checkers. They're playing checkers.
Isn't that Othello? So Robin kicks Zoro's ass at Othello. There's an animal orchestra happening.
Chopper's conducting.
Yep. Brooke's playing piano. They see something big.
It's a giant.
They're freaking out.
It's a giant dinosaur island. It's an island made out of a dinosaur.
I think it's a big turtle.
It's a turtle's all the way down.
They go to run away from the turtlesaurus. We get a boat shot. There is a big seagull.
A lot of shenanigans.
Luffy's riding it.
A lot of crew shenanigans.
A lot of crew shenanigans.
I have so many notes on this. I'm not even
They're
watching it.
They're on a... I'm going to pause this for a second on this Merry train.
Oh, yeah, the Merry train. Yeah, it looks so fucking cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's like, up until this point, there's lots
Okay.
of shenanigans. It's lots of fun. And then all of a sudden it just gets real dark, and then Ace is being led to his death. And it's like, oh, no more shenanigans.
Yeah, there's like a weird whimsical train ride going through the sky on the moon, and Frankie's also just riding a bird. Ice cream party happens.
Hell
I think a whale who's not Laboon is there.
Yep.
Frankie and Luffy have a boxing match. Everybody's fucking into it. There's a monkey ref. I want this episode.
Everybody's into it. Everyone.
Oh, their mouth guards come out.
Oh, shit.
There's a flying party elephant and there's some birds with condom hats on.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get the birds with condom hats?
Yeah, like, fucking, what's his name? What's his name? From
What?
Foxy Pirates.
I don't know.
Foxy Pirates. The announcer from the Foxy Pirates.
Oh, that bird has like a beanie on. It's not like a nipple hat. I don't remember the announcer for the Foxy Pirates name. We got Luffy running. He's got a green shirt on. Oh, look at the crew. The fits are tight. Oh, I like... Frankie has a cool Hawaiian shirt on there. We see the sky. Ace is walking up the stairs. Oh, so I have a theory. I think Ace is a Jesus analog, and I think his sacrifice. I think he's going to be crucified.
My sacrifice. You think?
Yeah, I think he's going to be crucified, and they're going to stab him under the rib.
I don't think that's it.
I think that's exactly what happened. Why he's got a cross on his back, Matt?
Sure. That's the Whitebeard.
He's a carpenter.
That's the Whitebeard Pirates logo, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the cross wasn't Jesus's logo either until.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, stuff's happening here. All right.
Warlords, admirals.
What's going on? Ace is walking up the stairs. I'm not watching this in real time. I realize.
Whitebeard.
Okay, we see Buggy. We get Luffy running, and we see Buggy in the background. There's the cockatrice.
Mm-hmm.
There's Mr. 3 and some weird little animals. There's a big centipede, a big hoof.
At one point, you're going to see Bon Clay.
I think the sword guy.
At one point, you're going to see Bon Clay's going to go. That's great. It's great for the podcast.
Sorry, do that again for the audience.
Yeah, it's for the audio. You're going to see Bon Clay go by, and he's going to go
just like that.
Just like that. Everyone, if you need a reference, just watch the intro for these series of episodes, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
The sword fruit guy is in the background. Blackbeard is in the background.
That piece of shit.
Oh yeah, Bon Clay is there, and he does like a fucking spin attack thing, and it's cold.
He goes.
There's a woman, I think, holding a glass of wine. I don't know who that is. Luffy's reaching. There's a big like cum dragon.
Oh yeah.
It's like a big
goo
goopy
dragon.
I'm
A
just
goo
gonna...
dragon. Mike.
Yeah, it's a big goo dragon.
A goo
Sorry,
dragon.
goo dragon.
Thank you. Our listeners.
Big goo dragon. Luffy's dad, big goo dragon. And then there's like a bunch of other guys. There's like a little boy. There's a guy smoking a cigar with a mustache. There's a lady screaming with her tongue out. Hannibal does a Nazi salute. Sengoku's there. Zooms out. There are a bunch of giants. Like giant marines.
Ooh.
So these must be giants who are marines. And then they're all intense.
Like Jaguar D. Saul?
Yeah, I think they're like giants. They're huge.
Oh, hell yeah. Huge dudes.
We see Boa, we see Mihawk, we see Don Flamingo, we see Gecko Moria and Barty K.
Barty K.
And then we see Aokiji, we see just like a man. There's like a guy with like a flower shirt and a hat. So these must be the admirals. There's the pinstripe dude.
Kizaru.
Whitebeard shows up. And then it shows some people falling from the sky, and it's in order Buggy, Mr. 3, It is the sword fruit guy from Baroque Works.
Nice.
Crocodile, Jimbei, and then Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Are you sure it's not Bon Clay?
No, that's not Bon Clay. That's definitely not Bon Clay.
All right, whatever.
They have like a big bright purple afro type thing.
Maybe he grew it out in jail.
And then we zoom in on Ace on a stand about to get crucified, and Luffy comes down from the sky. So now we know everything that's going to happen.
We do. Down. It's true. Luffy's going to put a huge gang of fucking who's who of bad guys that he's faced all together to make this sweet team-up prison team, and they're going to do a heist / prison break.
I think that was, Matt, I think that was podcast poison. Everything we just did. I think that was really boring to listen to, and I don't think anybody cared that much.
I don't know. I would compare what you just did to the other week when you read through and described the covers of the Godatsu cover stories.
And it's going to happen again.
And I would say what you just did was way better. Because it actually pertains actually pertains to the anime.
You're gonna hate. I think the cover stories are important.
I'm sure they are to the
teach
canon.
Us some things
or not.
Yeah,
who's to say
we're gonna see some stuff.
20 years ago.
Start talking about the episode. I'm gonna let a cat into my room.
Nice. 20 years ago, the only other breach of Impel Down, Impel Down, was made by none other than the Golden Lion Shiki, captain of the Lion Pirates.
Did you just say Impel Down?
I did say Impel Down.
I'm going to send you to Incel Down.
Nice. Well, you have Impu Down in the Discord, link in the description.
Yeah, because I'm funny.
Funny boy. Funny guy. Apparently, Luffy's going to be facing Shiki in a couple of days from now, from the context of this. And I was all confused because I missed the thing about how this is a few days prior to everything else happening.
I think this happens like just after Thriller Bark.
Yeah, like before Sabaody, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, we cut to and we see fucking luchador vice captain.
Well, hold on. We get Shiki escapes by cutting his legs off, and then we see him flying out of Impel Down. So motherfucker can fly.
Yeah. Crazy.
So crazy.
We see a luchador vice captain and his mariachi pirates. There's also a mysterious dude playing a guitar who cries.
The Tex-Mex pirates?
Yes.
We get Lucha Wario and just a regular Waluigi.
Yeah, it's great.
It's what we get.
It's fucking great. Anyway, we learned that this is Vice Captain Corto of the Amigo Pirates. And then Captain Largo is the dude with the guitar. Then we cut over, we see Luffy and Usopp and Brook and Chopper, and they're all
You're skipping
fishing.
so much. We find out that Shiki has accepted Largo to be the 51st captain in his assembly of pirate captains.
If they get a big bug.
Complete a condition that we don't know about yet. And then, yes, we cut over to Luffy and friends.
Great, they're fishing. I was very confused and very upset. I think I missed a lot of context because I was so fucking confused at why they were all on the boat, and I was like, "What is happening?" I didn't realize this was filler until like literally halfway through this episode. So I was just like, "Why are they on the boat? What the fuck happened with Impel Down? Why?" The beginning of the episode was giving context for Impel Down. So what the fuck is happening?
You told me this was canon filler, so I kind of like braced myself for it. And then it also starts with special TV episode for the movie.
I wasn't listening. I was writing things down. I thought it was going to be like, I honestly thought it was going to be more of like the Straw Hats off on their own separate adventures, like whatever. Anyway, it's not. They're fishing.
No, because they've had banquets every night, so their stomachs have expanded and require more food, according to Chopper.
Yep. Chopper's got a fun hat on.
Chopper's fit is good, and then when he gets big, he's got like a little...
He's got a little tank top on.
It's like a little giraffe shirt or whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
And then when he gets big, it's just like a real tight crop top.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Literally every other of my notes for half of this episode was what's happening? Why are they all together? What's happening? So I'm trying to skip between those. Brook catches a real big fish and it goes into the air, but then a giant beetle flies by and eats the fish.
Yeah.
Then a small girl in a marine outfit on shore of the island sees the Sunny, and she's like, those pirates aren't going to land here. And she yells out to the big beetle.
I think she psychically can talk to the beetle.
I don't think she can. I think she just...
No, she doesn't yell. I think she is thinking it. She's like, you got to do something. And then the beetle just knows.
Like a piss?
Yeah, she's better. She's two piss.
Is this a millennial beetle?
Yeah, it's two piss in the millennial beetle.
Two piss in the millennial beetle. That would have been a good name. That would have been a good episode name. Two piss in the millennial beetle. It's also a fun band name.
She's also cool piss. She's better than piss.
Cool two piss in the millennial beetle. Let's go. Cool two piss in the millennial beetle. Everyone's freaked out about this big beetle except for Luffy and Usopp, which we know Usopp is notorious for his love for insects. In entomology, he loves them insects. So the two of them are like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Also, the animation was that real good, clean.
Good animation throughout this very important arc.
Yeah, just real good, scrungly, clean looking. And it was good. I liked it a lot. Frankie tries to coup de burst the fucking beetle. Nothing happens. Luffy goes to Gum Gum Bazooka and then it glows red and breathes fire on him. And he's like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. He's going to join the crew.
Yeah. It pretty much just Luffy latches onto it and then it catches Usopp by accident.
Yeah.
And then Zoro and Sanji are just like, well, and they just hop on.
Yep.
They grab a leg. They ride this thing into the side of a cliff. Luffy climbs up first, and then just this feral little girl,
Cool Two Piss,
named Yoko, aka Two Piss.
Yoko Cool Two Piss.
Yoko Cool Two Piss just bites Luffy on the skull.
That's her signature move.
Chomping down. Yeah. Some normal humans arrived, accompanied by Mustache John Hammond from Jurassic Park, and they recognize the Straw Hats immediately.
Yeah, they're
except they don't recognize Usopp.
They don't recognize Usopp, which is awesome. But they're like, oh my goodness, it's the Straw Hats. Yeah. And they're so hyped.
But it makes it because it's from their bounty posters, Matt.
Yeah.
And who's not on it? Who doesn't have a bounty yet? It's Usopp.
Usopp. It's Sniper King. They say that Big Beetle his name's Boss. Is the Millennial Beetle is going to molt tomorrow, and he's going to get. And then Luffy's like, he's going to be even bigger tomorrow.
Yeah, he's like, I want this thing on my crew, and then Two Piss is like, no, nobody can be the master of Boss.
Yeah,
and Luffy's like, okay, hell yeah, man, I'm cool with it.
Hey, I'm gonna go on a tangent here.
Okay,
in Dragon Ball, you know how every time a Saiyan fights, if they lose, it's okay because they just learn from the fight and they get stronger every time.
Yeah, it's like every time a Saiyan gets beaten to their absolute limit, they just get stronger.
Yeah. Do you think the process after they're getting beaten and when they become stronger is Goku just molting?
Maybe that's what happens whenever they power up with their ki aura. That's just them shooting their excess layer of skin off.
Their extra skin's just coming off, and that's all the energy shooting it. Yeah.
I think that's what happens.
That does make sense. And then when their hair grows, it's the hair's shooting, the excess hair shoots off, and then it's just floating there. And then once it's done, it falls out. Yeah, they're just molting. Saiyans are just molting.
It is. Cell molts.
Cell does molt.
Twice.
In front of children. Gross.
After eating some children, probably.
Gross.
He sucks a lot of people.
He sucks a lot of people off.
Sucks
and
a
then
lot of
molts
people
in front of children.
This is a One Piece podcast.
It is.
Luffy pulls Boss out of the cliffside. I like this little girl's voice acting a lot because it's real grungly.
I love a grungly. Yeah.
It's phlegmy. It's good. Luffy and Boss agree to do a 1v1 fight, duel, whatever. They find out that the girl's Marine dad died protecting the island. That's why she wears the hat and coat. It was 5 years ago. And then 3 years after that, she found Boss, who fell from the sky. And then they just show the boys Little East Blue, which is like they've got like basically a little amusement park with like a little baratier, a little dojo. It's got like a windmill from Fuchsia Village and like all that stuff. And they it's got like an orange grove. And then Usopp calls Nami with everybody in the background freaking out about him calling Nami. And he's like, "Hey, just get over here, just you. Like, come on." And she goes, "Okay." And then she jumps on her waiver and goes to meet with them.
Yep. And then we see
and the MVP.
Corto and the Amigo pirates pop up in their little submarine, and they're looking to capture Boss, who apparently escaped from Shiki's crew.
Interesting.
The
MVP
plot develops.
The movie Jurassic Park is the MVP.
Hell yeah, Jurassic Park, great film.
It's a good time.
That water vibrates. That dude gets eaten while he's taking a poop.
Ba-da-da-da, piss, ba-da-da-da, piss,
ba-da-da-da, piss.
Oh, man.
Episode 427.
Big Trouble in Little East Blue. Oh, I should have said Big Piss in Little East Blue.
Big Piss and Little Piss.
Big Piss in Little East Blue piss.
Two piss. Nami's rolling up on her waiver, and there's a bunch of folks on the shore, and they're shouting, "We love you, Nami."
Yeah, she's greeted by the One Piece fan community.
The real incel down.
Yeah, the real. She's greeted by the entire Fun Piece subreddit.
Yep. They are obsessed with her. They've seen her wanted poster, and they're absolutely obsessed, and they have their own Nami fan club. She punches them all in the head, and they're like, "Oh, this is the best."
Yeah, they've shaved a love into the back of their heads.
Yeah.
LOVE, and then they're wearing Nami shirts.
They're in love.
Cut over to Luffy.
He's chilling on a windmill.
They're something. Luffy's on a windmill, just like Fuchsia Village. He says it's bigger than the ones at Fuchsia Village, which is not true. I don't think. I feel like we've seen those, and those are way bigger.
They're huge. They're humongous.
This is a small windmill.
Well, he's getting bigger, Mike.
He is.
He's a big growing
I don't
boy.
think a little bit. Zoro visits a dojo, and then he's like, "This is depressing."
It's not a full replica of the dojo because there aren't any stairs.
They decided not to add those for safety reasons.
They're like, we can't have another incident. No stairs.
There's a Chin guy shows up.
Big Chin.
He's afraid of Zoro, but then they recognize that it's Zoro, and the kids are like, "Oh, fuck yeah, Zoro!" Then he asks for an autograph.
Yep.
Yoko Usopp visits. What?
I was just gonna say Yoko, Too Cold Scorpio, Two Piss. She spies and is disgusted by the pirates.
Yeah. Throughout all of these, she's like peeping on them, being like, "Oh, I hate that they love them.
Yeah.
Stupid pirates.
Yep.
I hate pirates." We cut to Usopp. He is visiting a replica of Kaya's mansion, but it's just like a backlot front. Like it's like kind of flat. It's only like the facade of the mansion.
Yeah.
And that's held up by like sticks. He thinks a relative of Kaya might be there.
But it's just an old lady pervert.
It's a little old lady named Luigia.
Yep. This is basically Super Mario Brothers. There's
It's basically
there's Luigi. There's Wario. Corto. There's
the mayor is Mario.
The mayor is Mario.
Yeah.
It's basically
my MVP is Luigia. She's great.
Yeah, she is. She's great.
Good design.
Sanji's at the little baratier where a guy's cooking for him, and Sanji is smoking in the kitchen, being very unsanitary. But this guy is very excited to talk with Sanji, and he's like, "This is my favorite dish," and he makes it, and then Sanji has like fucking ratatouille eye bursts where he remembers being a child at the Baratier, and he's like, and he remembers Papa Zeph making a dish and then leaving it out for little boy Sanji to try, and he's like, this is better than Zeph's food. This is the best thing I've ever tasted.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I think he's just being nice.
Luigio's like, you're Yasop's son. Get the fuck out of here.
She puts Usopp in a headlock. She's like, don't fucking ruin this for me, all right? I've always wanted to live in this mansion. This is the closest that I'll ever get.
Yeah.
Don't fuck this up for me, dude.
Yeah.
Nami sees that the fan club has made a naked Nami statue, and she's horrified, not because of it being a statue, but because it's naked. She's like, put some fucking clothes on it.
And they're like, we didn't know what you looked like. We had to
guess about the front part.
It's just like gross. What do you think the front part looked like? Do you think they modeled it after one of themselves?
We have seen like thinly veiled nude Nami so many times in this show that like you can tell there's no nipple, which supports your no nipple theory.
Yeah, no nipples in One Piece.
At the very least, I don't think any women in the One Piece universe have nipples.
Interesting.
That's my theory.
So the milking is done by the men.
Yep.
Interesting. Nice. This
everybody has to go to
or the
Mr. Hood Gerlich, who is the man who ate the milk fruit. He ate the milk fruit.
Right. There's no milking done by anyone. It's just by whoever had the milk fruit or the cream
and
fruit. That makes sense.
His utter fingers.
His utter fingers. He talks to them quietly. He utters to them, and then they release milk.
Yep. And he sends it off for all the
this
children
makes sense.
of the world.
There's no nipples in One Piece except for whoever has the milk fruit or the cream fruit or the half and half fruits.
Right. I think it was Landio Lakes has the cream
Landio Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then her dad, Hood Gerlich, who is a giant.
Yeah.
From Elbaf. That's why there's so much milk is so plentiful, is because he's so big he can produce the most milk you would ever need.
This makes so much sense now.
It flows. It flows from his fingers and makes a waterfall, and people just collect it at the bottom.
And that I will rescind my information about no nipples in One Piece. There are nipples, and they are just there's 10 nipples on his 10 fingers, and that's where the milk comes from.
Yeah,
it's important information. Thank you everyone for clarifying that for us.
Yeah, it's important lore. I got that from the cover stories.
Yeah, I got that. I'm glad that they made this companion series to Strong World so that we would learn all about how nipples and milk work in the One Piece universe. Anyway, Frankie makes a cage. No, that was later.
Hold on. No, Yoko's upset that everyone likes a straw hat, and the big bug brushes her with his weird little mandibles.
Yeah, that's weird.
And they love each other very much.
Yeah.
The Samba de Amigo pirates arrive. Largo is having a siesta, and they're like, we can't wake up Largo during his siesta time. You know what's going to happen. And they say, okay, so they go ahead without him.
He'll put them all he'll shoot his ropes all over everybody.
Oh, God, I have so many questions about this. What?
Anyway, then Frankie makes a cage because he's like, I'm going to make a cage for this big bug. We cut back over, and the Little East Blue is like, everyone there is throwing a party for the Straw Hats. Two-Piss Yoko appears, and she asks Nami why she want to be a pirate. And then the Amigo pirates appear, and they fucking light up Little East Blue with guns. They just shoot everything with guns.
This dude is the fancy hat guy, the like vice captain.
Yeah.
Is just that one Digimon who's the big rabbit with jeans and like Gatling gun arms.
Hell yeah.
He's got Gatling gun hands.
Hell yeah.
It's like a double Barrett.
Yeah, it's great.
So they start blasting.
And
then they want the beetle. They blow up the little Baratier. The cook gets shot.
And he throws exploding maracas into the air. It's crazy.
Hey, man, is this problematic?
I think it might. I mean, maybe a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. It was very. on
I'd love to know. Write in. Tell us.
Yeah, please let us know if this is. We're just kind of glossing over it, but yeah, this seemed.
I mean, yeah,
a lot of
just
stereotype happening.
Yeah, it's fine.
It is pretty
Probably.
awesome, but also it is a little problematic. Anyway, the head of Lily's Blue's like, take everything but the beetle. You can take everything.
Yeah.
Luffy's
Luffy,
like,
Zoro, and Sanji get ready to attack, and then Luffy gets attacked by a little net.
Luffy. I like Luffy just walks in front and he's just like, "Go home, bud. Get out of here." And then he like beats up Gordo, and then Sanji and Zoro take out the rest of the Amigo pirates. Luffy's like, "I'm supposed to fight that beetle tomorrow, and you're not gonna stop it because we promised we would fight tomorrow." And then he gets covered in a little spiky net from Largo.
Yep. And Walu-Argo arrives.
It's a little spiky net.
Walu-Argo.
Largo.
Walu-Argo.
And
that's the end of the episode.
428.
428. Titled Robin wins 69 times in a row. Nice.
Nice.
The episode starts. Robin has won every poker hand for 69 games in a row. Chopper's pissed. Frankie thinks she's cheating. Then they hear an explosion, and they're like, we should probably help out. But they don't really get there until
they
next episode.
Yeah, they're like,
they take their fucking time.
Yep. Luffy's up in a tree inside a spiky net.
Yep.
And Largo's like, I thought we were looking for a beetle.
A needle.
Oh, a needle. Sorry, needle.
Yeah. And then he's like, no, a beetle. And then Largo's like, that makes sense. I saw a big beetle when I was walking here.
Yep.
This dude's very, apathetic to what's happening.
He is. He doesn't really care about anything.
But he is just, very, you should have stuck to your ultimatum where, he's like, because his vice captain is like, let's go get the beetle. And he's like, no, we should threaten to kill them or give us the beetle because that's more fun.
Yeah. Because he's a mean old net boy.
Yep.
Anyway, they move to take on Sanji and Zoro. We learn he's got the net fruit powers.
Yeah. And he goops. He goops all over Zoro.
Yeah, we learn that he basically ingests
a rope.
He whatever he eats or drinks, he then can make a net out of it.
So he's Wapple?
He's
kind of
like Wapple.
I don't understand why he has to eat the thing to make the different type of rope. They didn't need to add that.
They did it, though. They did it.
They did. And then also, we'll talk about it.
Also,
he's not just able to make rope.
Yeah. Also, Zoro does a 108 caliber Phoenix, and Cordo's the vice captain. His gun stops it, and that was concerning to me. I was like, that's a very powerful move by Zoro, and this motherfucker stopped it with a gun? Get the fuck out of here. That's all I'm saying. And he gets all sticky. Zoro gets all sticky.
He tries to do a weird spinning top move out of it, but his leg gets caught, and then he's put into a gooey, nasty rope.
Sticky rope net.
He does a steam net thing on Sanji and then just puts him in a cage.
Yep. Sanji does say, I'm a first-class chef, you weirdo bondage freak. And I thought that was funny. But then he gets put inside a little cage. And then the three of them, Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy, are all stuck in a tree. Netted and caged up in a tree.
Doesn't matter how strong you are. Nets are the most powerful thing in the world.
I have 120% capture rate. I don't know where that extra 20% capture rate came from.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The vice captain gives the ultimatum, beetle or death. Then Yoko challenges the Amigo pirates, and they're like, oh, stupid little girl. And then Boss appears, and then they net and shoot Boss up, and then he explodes and crashes. And then Boss goes to offer himself to save everyone, and then Luffy's like, the fuck you will. Mm-hmm. We get a flashback to Boss landing on the island from the sky, and he was gold at the time, and see why everybody loves him. It changes colors. It digivolves. Mm-hmm. Largo makes a big bird cage and then Boss is flying into it, and then Luffy yells to not take the easy way out because they still have to fight. All he wants to do is fight Boss. Yoko's crying.
He doesn't care if the beetle gets taken for like whatever reason. He just wants to fight it. It's
I don't think Luffy. I mean, I feel like Luffy is like, this is the only thing I care about, and everyone's like, oh man, what an idiot. But I feel like he just says that, but like he does care.
Yeah, I'm sure he cares, but that's his overarching, like, that's his motive. Like, if it just happens to help everybody else out, great, but that's his specific motive, though.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the village rallies behind Luffy in his shouting and is like, yeah, we're going to defend ourselves, and they all start fighting. And fucking Boss molts.
Yeah, he digivolves.
He becomes blue.
And then he lights the straw. He lights Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji on fire, which melts the nets and frees them.
Yeah.
And they're fine.
But we learn that...
And then he gets tired.
Yeah, because his molt was an incomplete transformation. It was incomplete.
And Luffy gets serious.
Yeah, Monster Trio, ready to fight. Fun's over. Time to fight.
Yo.
It's good. We're having fun. We're having fun, but also...
I think this episode was the one where... hold on a second.
Is all of this in the movie, or is this like leading up to the movie?
This is leading up to the movie.
So like after this, they decide, oh, we didn't like how they treated that village and the beetles, so we're going to go kill Shiki? Is that...
I don't remember how the movie starts.
Is that...
I think like the movie, I think they're all separated in it, but I don't know how they get there.
Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway.
But the MVP, I think it's this episode. There's like a little background chopper, and he's like real fucked up looking, and it's real good.
Hell yeah.
Real good.
You should find
That's the end of the episode.
I'll
post it. 29. Throwing hands and shooting ropes.
Gross.
Boys go big mode.
Everybody goes big mode. Luffy's fucking second gear. Zoro's cutting through shit. Sanji kicks Luffy.
He puts his bandana on.
Yep. Sanji kicks Luffy, sending him at Largo, which then launches the two of them down to like the shoreline.
Yep.
Just awesome.
Yeah. Luffy's like, you guys get the rest. I got this one.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Yep. And then they're like in the middle of the forest near the shore, and Largo recognizes Luffy. He's like, oh, it's Straw Hat Luffy. You have a 300 million berry bounty. I'm going to capture you in my net body and then take you and sell you for money.
Mm-hmm. They throw hands. He runs away.
Sweet, scrungly animation.
Sweet, sweet, scrungly animation. We got back to Zoro and Sanji ready to throw down. Nami stops everyone else from fighting. And then takes everyone else. Like, they're like, we have to go. And then she's like, we have to fight smart. And then they eventually return, and they all have like rocks and shit. And she Thunderbolt tempests a bunch of them.
They start guerrilla warfaring the
and the
Amigo
most
pirates.
Like brutal thing I've seen anybody do to someone else in One Piece is like one of the pirates just takes a fucking rock to the neck.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh
yeah,
you're like, that looks like it fucking hurt.
Yeah,
that looked worse than any punch I've seen in this show. Like something about that.
I don't know. I mentioned it a couple podcast episodes ago. The Bellamy punch that Luffy does on Bellamy, where Bellamy's like sprinking around, and then Luffy just fucking one punch decks him and slams him to the ground. It's really good. It's really good.
I'll have to rewatch that.
It's so satisfying because Bellamy is such a fuck, and then Luffy just hits him once, and then everyone's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh man.
Anyway,
what's going on?
Cordo makes his hat rotate, and he flies up into the air, and then he pulls out a bunch of guns and starts shooting while he's flying in the air with his fancy hat.
Oh yeah, and then Boss just takes him out, and Zoro and Sanji, everybody's just beating the shit out of everybody. Like all the guys get knocked down, and then all the citizens come out and just start beating them with sticks. It's really good. Luffy is struggling to hit the rope guy, even though he's in second gear. Chopper and everyone else on the boat are just watching. They're like, oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this can't be good.
Yeah, look at Luffy go.
Largo catches Luffy in his butt. So this is what I don't fucking get. He can shoot ropes, but he
ropes.
also is ropes.
Yeah.
So what type of devil fruit does he have?
Oh, you mean like is a Logia
Like a
or
boa?
like a
Boa can
paramecia?
shoot love. I don't think so, though.
Is it paramecia?
Because Luffy can't shoot rubber.
Yeah, but he's like, he can make his body into weird shapes and stuff. Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I think this guy is the element of rope. I think he's a Logia type.
Okay. Is it the net fruit?
I don't know.
Is the net fruit?
I think it's just going like...
It literally just...
Is it?
Net fruit is a paramecia type cursed fruit.
But I thought he was the element of rope.
No. It's a paramecia type. Look at that.
Well, I don't know.
Suck it, Mike.
Nothing makes sense.
Suck it. Suck it.
Largo catches Luffy in his weird net torso. Then Luffy just goes third gear and blows his fucking torso apart.
Rips it apart. Rips it wide
He gets
open.
so big that it just gets torn to shreds. Maybe Largo is the first guy to die in One Piece.
I mean, okay, but then right after this, Luffy just fucking punches Largo through his ship and into the ocean.
Into the water.
He's definitely dead. He's dead.
I think so.
Devil fruit user. His ship is sunken, and he's in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of his crew is up on the fucking cliff, also getting beat the fuck up. He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, Luffy like does the move, and then he like shrinks down, and then he's falling, and then Brook is like, "I'll save you," and he runs across the water, and then he before he can catch Luffy, Boss catches Luffy, and then he stops running, and then starts to sink. So then Boss saves Brook. And then we just cut to like a sunset, and Luffy and Boss are fighting for fun.
And people are watching.
Nami has a heart-to-heart with Yoko.
In the Orange Grove.
In the Orange Grove. She talks about how her dad was Buzz Lightyear.
Her dad looks like Patrick Dorburton. Or
Warburton?
Warburton. Sorry, Patrick Dorburton is a character that I made for a D&D campaign.
That's a fun connection because
Patrick Warburton. He looks like Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton voiced Buzz Lightyear in the animated show, I think.
Peter.
Hey there, Woody.
Hey there, Woody. Show me that snake.
I died, and then my daughter got to fight a guy who shoots rope. I'm going to go have sex with Elaine Bennis.
Hey, Woody.
Hey, Woody.
Hey, Woody. Can you poison my water hole? Okay, anyway.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was the chick?
Anyway, we see Patrick Warburton die. And then
Nami shares her backstory. It's sentimental.
She talks about pirates being a pirate.
Yeah, but Luffy's different.
Two Piss.
Two Piss is like, yeah, no, I get it now.
Yeah.
Boss and Luffy are as strong as one another, evenly matched. The Straw Hats leave, and then we see Rafiki, who hears about the Amigo pirates failing, and he's like, he sounds like Sebastian the Crab from Little Mermaid.
He does.
He's got the Jamaican accent. And he doesn't care because he's got a bunch of other genetically altered monsters.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to take over the world.
Yep. In a strong way, maybe.
Maybe in a strong way. The MVP for this episode was the movie we have to watch now.
Oh. Ooh.
That's the MVP. And that's the end of the episodes.
Yeah.
I can't believe Ace isn't... I don't know where Ace went with all this.
I guess he's going to be okay. Nothing bad's going to happen to Ace. Isn't that cool?
Nothing bad is going to happen to Ace.
No, because they now have to fight this Shiki guy, so it has nothing... Like, Ace is fine. We're good.
Ace is totally fine. Ace was a beetle the whole time.
Ace... Oh, and that's why they're evenly matched. That makes sense. Anyway, yeah. We just buzzed right through this episode.
Because we have more important things to talk about, Matt. First of all, what are we watching next time?
Oh no, everyone, no. Well, we're either gonna be watching.
Ooh.
We're gonna be either watching episodes 430 to 435 of Impel Down, or
I think what we're gonna watch next time. Let's just say it. You want to decide? We're gonna watch Strong World.
We're gonna watch Strong World, but we're gonna try a little different. We're gonna try to do a little like watch along, where we're gonna say we're starting it now, and we're gonna like do like a little watch along commentary fun time. So we'll see.
Little watch piece.
Yeah, a little watch piece, watch fun piece. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be fun. It'll be an experiment, and if you all like it, then we'll do it again. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll make you pay for it. I don't know.
Oh yeah. First
like
one,
a real pirate.
First one's free. After that,
first one's free. You get that first one for free, and the rest, gotta pay for.
Oh yes.
We'll see. I don't know.
Maybe it'll suck and we'll never do it again.
Maybe it'll suck and we'll never do it again. I think that would be fun too.
We'll have to figure it out because I feel like there's going to be moments where we're going to have to pause and then riff and talk about silly things. But we'll see.
I think it's like an hour and a half long movie if I'm not mistaken. So we probably don't want.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could turn it into a 2-hour episode.
People love a 2-hour episode. If you like a 2-hour episode, let us know in a transponder snail or send us a message on the Discord link in the description.
I'm gonna do a kindness to you, Matt. I just got a bunch of papers and I've actually scanned them all so you can see them too.
Wow. What a gift!
So I just got a status report update about what's been going on with everybody from Water 7.
Oh wow!
And it looks like a bunch of photos were provided with them for context. So we just have to go through and read. These are covering the chapters 486 to 529, I think. Which brings us to don't scroll down, Matt. Do not scroll down. Stay at the top.
Don't scroll down.
And just go with me. So we're going all the way to chapter 528. We're doing all the cover stories. We're doing these cover stories, and we're going to talk about.
Wait, so I'm not supposed to scroll down?
Don't just scroll down with me. We're going to do a chapter at a time. We're going to cruise. It's going to be great. So we're starting with chapter 486. We're figuring out what's going on with.
Okay, can I just
what?
If we're gonna do this once in a while, should we post this link to the Discord or like in the description of the episode so people aren't confused?
Yeah, I guess we could say
this
we're like
visual
also covering
bit we're doing for the audio podcast.
cover story chapter 486 to 528.
Yep.
And they can look it up.
That's so many.
So this one's called Piano for some reason. We see Kokoro, Gambei, Chimney, and Yokozuna are just hanging out. He doesn't challenge the sea train anymore.
It says he doesn't challenge the sea train anymore. That's very exciting.
They're just like back at their house. They're having a good time. That's chapter 486. Chapter 487, that song, I don't think... Okay, we don't have to read that title. Ignore those titles.
This is the picture that was in the newspaper, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the newspaper picture. We see Iceberg's secretary auditions. There's like a sexy lady up front. There's a dude in the... Is that... That's one of the... That's the dude with the spiky hair thing.
What's his name?
Outside the window.
What's his name?
You
love him so much, Mike. You talked about him all the time.
It's like Pee-Pee or something. It's like
Lulu.
Lululemon. I knew that. Lulu. I only have so much capacity. There's a little girl, there's an old lady, there's a balding man, there's one of those fish guys. It's great. Those are the auditions. Chapter 488, we see Polly. He's dressed nice and he's running away from everybody in Water 7. There's some gangsters who are angry. And then there's a bunch of women who are obsessed. Galilea Company's vice president, his fans, and his debt collectors.
Yeah. Polly's the vice president of Galilea now. He got a promotion. Yeah. He's wearing a tie. He's wearing a tie.
The women want him. And all the gangsters want to kill him.
I want to be him.
Chapter 490, we see the two Elbaf guys, Oimo and Kashi, are headed off back home. They're saying bye to everyone at Water 7. It's really sweet.
Do you think they made them their boat? Water 7 The Galileo made the
for
boat
sure.
for them.
Galileo definitely made him the boat.
Nice.
Chapter 491.
It's nothing.
We see short-term cover illustration series number 10, The Island of No Survivors. I guess this is Impel Down. It's not doing great. Oda felt like, I don't feel like drawing people today, so he drew it.
Are you sure that that's Impel Down?
Oh, sorry, Ennie's Lobby.
Do you think it's Ennie's Lobby?
I'm pretty sure that's Ennie's Lobby.
Okay, interesting.
Where else would that be?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Or maybe it is somewhere else. I don't know. The next, chapter 492, we see Bluno.
No, it's definitely Ennie's Lobby. It's definitely Ennie's Lobby.
We see Bluno carrying Lucci out through a door, and we see Chapapa and Bubble Girl
Khalifa.
out there in there too.
Khalifa.
Chapter 493, all of CP9 is just hanging out. They saved Rob Lucci. He's passed out. They're all distraught looking. And the little pigeon is crying.
Oh.
And they're like among the ruins of Ennie's Lobby. Chapter 494.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing. It's
What?
taking a long
What?
time.
It's fine. It's fine. You want me to go faster? Among the ruins, we see
I fucking hate
CP9
you
is
so much. I know what this is. You fucker.
CP9
You
is
fucking
spying.
fucker. I'm gonna go shit
CP9
myself.
is spying on some people.
I'm gonna go shit
Forced into
myself
disgrace,
after this.
pursued by the
I hate this so much.
CP9 is CP9 is being pursued by the world government. We see Bluno and the dog guy hiding. Chapter 495, we see CP9 is walking away on water somehow. I don't know. I don't care.
They're walking on water.
The dog guy is carrying Kaku. The Kabuki guy is carrying Lucci. 496.
So CP9 no longer work for the world government. CP9 now are independent of the world government in disgrace.
They're on the run because they failed.
Interesting.
They have no money, and they're looking for a doctor in the town of Spring Queen, St. Popla. 497. To save Rob Lucci, Kumadori is making money for medical fees. He's doing a dance in front of people, and they're giving him money.
He's busking on the street.
They're continuing to make money. Jabura, the dog guy, and Bluno are doing a crazy, like, fun animal show thing. Everybody loves it.
They look like they're having a good time. That's nice.
They're Kaku's made a giraffe slide, and Chapapa is letting kids ride down him because kids love giraffes.
Pasta machine.
Khalifa's
cleaning the roofs of the town. That's so nice.
Khalifa's helping clean the roofs. Like they're helping everybody.
Are they
Maybe
in Water
CP9's not so
7?
bad.
Or
no, it says it is Spring Queen St. Popla. I don't know where I don't know what. Some other islands. We see Lucci in a medical bed. The doctors have accepted medicine or accepted their money to heal him. We see casual Kabuki guy and Khalifa just doing a little shop. They went to Bosbo. We scroll down. They're all CP9. They're just waiting. Oh, they're waiting. It's Chapapa, Kaku, dog guy, and Bluno, and they're just having a nice little like cafe drink. Rob Lucci wakes up. He's in the hospital bed. This is 5:05. The pigeon's there.
Why does it say the star awakens? Why is he a star?
I guess because he's the star of CP9. Rob Lucci gets discharged from the hospital. Everyone's happy. He shakes the hand of the doctor. They go bowling. Chapter 508. They're going bowling. That's it. Khalifa blows up the bowling alley by accident.
So slippery.
Something's going on in town. We see Bluno and the dog guy, and they are bowling also. They think the world government's there. It's just the candy pirates appear in St. Popla Harbor. Crazy.
The candy pirates.
My throat hurts so much. What?
The candy pirates. Wow.
Yeah, he's like a big grungly guy, and he's got a bottle of beer, and he's got candy in his hair.
And now he's dead.
And then Rob Lucci kills him.
Yeah.
But he kicks him in the face because he's the envoy of justice in Chapter 511. Chapter 512 cover story. They're just throwing them all off their own boat and kicking their butts. People stronger than we've ever seen before. Chapter 513. Rob Lucci curb stomps the captain of the candy pirates. It just says excessive justice. Everyone's horrified at this.
I do like Rob Lucci's shirt. I don't like Rob Lucci at all, but I like his yellow shirt that he's got on.
This is the coolest Rob Lucci has looked.
Yeah, without his stupid hat.
I think.
He's got a nice yellow shirt and no stupid
Lucci
hat.
without a hat is better. Yeah. Chapter 514, they realize they can't stay in this town because they freaked everybody out after murdering the candy pirates. A little girl gives them a flower, but they think it's too bright for some reason. Mm-hmm. They steal the candy pirate ship and they leave St. Poplar. They show up to a tower. It just says hometown.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is where the next generation of CP9 is in training. Okay.
Oh, it's like.
So is this where they were like trained originally?
Is that Heukel?
Are Heukel and Michael here?
In chapter 519, the cover story, there's a gentleman that looks like Heukel. He looks like Heukel.
Maybe Heukel's going to join CP9.
Nice.
Chapter 521, a weird Afro-Marine shows up with a bunch of other Marines. They are pursuing CP9, trying to capture them. CP9, we get a silhouetted CP9. They're all very scary looking. Mm-hmm. They all look like animal silhouettes.
Bullshit.
I don't quite understand who everybody is here.
This sucks.
They say we won't let you bring trouble to our hometown.
I hate this so much.
Chapter 523.
This is fucking bullshit. I hate it so much.
Spondum gets a call from his ICU.
I hate this so much more than anything. Spondum should be dead.
He's not doing good.
I'm gonna go poop my pants. I hate this.
Spondum is alive. Rob Lucci calls Spondum. He says, "This is your former subordinate, Rob Lucci."
The only thing I enjoy is that at the top of the image, where 523, where it shows Spondum still alive, it just says hell, and that's what I'm in right now. I'm in hell because Rob Lucci, Spondum's alive, and I hate this.
Is this Marine Captain dude the one who gets like bald? Like he's like the ball guy from Ennie's Lobby that gets fucked up by Frankie.
Maybe.
Didn't we see him before?
Maybe.
Because he's in chapter 525, we just see him beheaded.
Oh. Yeah.
And he seems fine.
Yep. Anyway.
Rob Lucci says eventually we will return to Spondum. Spondum's dad is there, and they plan to eradicate CP9. And then we just see CP9 has taken the Marine ship and are sailing away.
I hate
and
this.
That's chapter 528.
Great.
So, Matt,
Spondum's alive, and I hate it. I hate everything about this. This is stupid.
Matt,
I hate it.
There's a simple thing about One Piece that I think I've really tuned into is that nobody dies in One Piece.
I don't care. Spondum is dead.
Most upset. Matt's so mad.
Because it just like deflates.
And that's it. We don't have.
It just deflates. It deflates the moment of like retribution that Spondum had coming to him for being such a fucking horrible, horrible person that Robin got to fucking break him in half and end it. And that just completely deflates it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
He's at least like completely fucked up. And like it's Spondum and Dad versus CP9. So maybe CP9 will go finish Spondum off.
I don't think so. I think CP9's going to not give a fuck.
I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to be relevant again. Yeah. Matt, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Truthfully, I was like, I'm going to do this cover story bit again. I'm going to do the chapters that are kind of like leading up to where we are now. And it just so happened that that's what was covered.
Yeah, sure. Of course. Yes, of course. Anyway, hey, everyone. Listen to podcasts. Tell everyone to listen to podcasts. We're going to watch Strong World next.
Yep. It's going to be a good time. Watch along. Follow us at funpiecepodcast on Instagram and TikTok. Send us a transponder snail at funpiecepodcast@gmail.com.
Now I have to go poop my pants because I said I would.
Matt, we don't have any transponder snails. That's why I did that bit. This crime on Matt. This is going to break up the podcast.
Hey, everyone. Next episode, I will have poopy pants.
Matt, Matt, I promise never to do this bit again.
I don't believe you.
Hey, buddy. What's the One Piece?
It's the poop that is soon to be in my pants.
Good night.
Have a great time, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Poop. Poop, poop, poop. Poop, 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 poop. Poop, poop, poop. Poop, poop,